In today's video, I'll be showing you how to propagate a lucky bamboo cutting. So we have here two pieces of lucky bamboo. This one here is a fairly nice one because we have on one end two offshoots that are here. We have on the top side, we have 1, 2, 3, and we also, if you look very carefully, there is another one that will eventually be coming out right over here. That's how you can tell there's an offshoot that will eventually come out of there. Now, I'll just put my finger on there and you'll see there's a little dimple that is coming out of there. So that's the off-cutting that will eventually grow out of there. And we have another piece here, which we have this end here where we have the original two offshoots, but nothing else growing on it. There is nothing else. This here that you're seeing here is just some calcium buildup. But there's nothing else that's happening with this piece of lucky bamboo. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a cutting from the one that we know is growing and is growing successfully, and that's this one here, which has multiple shoots that is coming off of it. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to be cutting this in half, and then placing the top half in water and then sealing the bottom half. So what we want to do is basically just find an area where we can cut it off. Now, as I said here, we have an offshoot that will eventually be coming out, and we have a couple of them at the top here that's already there. So what we want to do is we want to cut it somewhere in the middle of these, what I'm going to be calling joints. So I'm just going to pick a spot, and there's a couple of ways of doing this because this stock is pretty thick. So what you want to do is you want to either push down on it, or you just want to go back and forth. Now when you're going back and forth, now the knife that I'm using, it does have a regular blade and then a serrated part here. You don't want to use the serrated part, you want to use the nice clean blade section here, not this serrated part. So what you want to do is you want to pick your spot, and I'm just going to choose right here for now, and you just want to, on a nice sturdy table, you want to just push down on it, and that's the method I'm going to use. And as I said, it is thick, so it does take some work, but once you do get it in there, you can hear that just cutting through it. There we go. So now we have two pieces. So we have two pieces here, and you'll see that there's a bit of a piece there that's not cut straight. That's not a big deal, but I am just going to clean that up, just 'cause. And on this end here, we can also clean that section off, obviously, as well. So now what you want to do is you want to seal this part here. And if you look at my other videos, you'll see how to seal that. And you're going to seal it with wax. What you're going to want to do with this piece here is you're going to want to put it in water. And within about, I would say, 2 months, you should see roots growing from this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have like a nice container here of water. I'm just going to place it in there and just leave it. And that will eventually grow roots, and eventually you can then plant that or place it into a container of water. Now one thing you want to do is when you're cutting these, I'll just come back over here, you'll notice there are some parts here that are browning. What you want to do is rip those off. It's not going to hurt the plant in any way. It's going to give it more energy to grow the roots. So you just want to rip off those sections there that are either colored or starting to discolor. Okay, so I've just cleaned that up a bit. Okay, so if you look at my next video, I'll show you how to seal your lucky bamboo. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please do post them. I appreciate it. And if you want to see how to seal it, please stay tuned. Have a look at my other videos. Thanks again.